watching KOCT Television in Oceanside.
This program is brought to you by the City of Oceanside. The following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
Hi, I'm CJ Demento, host of Oceanside Spectrum. Welcome to the April edition of Spectrum. First, Jayme Timberlake, Coastal Zone Administrator for the City of Oceanside, is here to tell us about the innovative Re-Beach project. Dr. Sunny Cooke, Superintendent and President of MiraCosta College, will share about the college's past, present, and future. Over the 90 years, it has been providing quality education to the community. And another milestone, Oceanside Rotary's Club Secretary Renee Richardson is here to celebrate the group's 100th anniversary and tell us all about the group's initiatives. Monica Martinez, Managing Director, and Jeanne Schmelzer, President of the North County Philanthropy Council, are here to share about their mission to promote and strengthen philanthropic impact in our community. So much great work our guests are doing, so stay tuned because Oceanside Spectrum on KOCT starts now. All right, Coastal Zone Administrator for the City of Oceanside, Jayme Timberlake is here. Welcome, Jayme.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that you're here. So tell us a little bit about your background, about you.
No problem.
Yeah.
I've been with the city for about almost 2 years now. Before I was working for the City of Oceanside, I worked for the City of Encinitas as their coastal administrator. Yeah. But I have a background in biology, really. So I went to school for that, went to UCSB. Yeah. And then after a little bit of work, I decided I wanted to go get a master's degree and really specialize in coastal work. So I went and got a master's degree in coastal zone management from University of Miami.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. So you're well equipped for this job.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you are working on. There was a beach sand feasibility study that was done in 2020. Tell us about that, and then we want to talk about the Re-Beach project that you're doing.
No problem.
Yeah.
So in 2020, the city did a beach sand feasibility study to kind of figure out why we're having all these erosion issues on our beaches, why we're losing our sand. And that study really indicated that there were some inefficiencies and some things that we could work on, that we could do a little bit better. And in general, sort of delegated that we needed to find a better source of sand. So we get most of our sand from the annual harbor dredging event where we take sand out of the harbor mouth. And actually, it's not really a city effort, it's an Army Corps of Engineers project. Right. The intent of that project is to take the sand out of the channel so boats don't capsize. So the feasibility study really said, you know, that sand is great, you need it, but it's really fine grained. And so in order to keep sand on our beaches for longer, we need to find a higher grain size and a higher quality source of sand.
And really look at it more holistically, right? Which is what you're doing. And one of the projects is the Re-Beach pilot program.
Right.
Yeah, tell us all about that.
Right, so the other kind of conclusion that came out of the feasibility study was that we needed to retain sand better. Okay. And there's only been a couple of methods of retaining sand that have been deployed in California and on the West Coast, most of the East Coast too. And those are real traditional kind of old school methods that could have potential impacts to other beaches if you deploy them. So we tried to find something different. So Re-Beach Oceanside was our attempt to get really innovative, and we looked outside of the United States. We had a global design competition where we had many different firms who wanted to be part of this competition. And in the end, we ended up with 3 different design teams, I should say, made up of different firms from across the world. So one team was from the Netherlands, and they have a proven track record of really understanding how to deal with water and infrastructure. And then another team was from Australia, the Gold Coast of Australia, and they do a lot of coastal management over there in the Gold Coast to make sure their beaches stay wide, and they treat them like infrastructure.
Right.
And then we also had a team that came from New York and from San Francisco, and they had some innovative ideas too, with kind of land use and different ways we could use our oceanfront space. So in the end,
you won.
in the end, we had about 8 months of competition, and in the end, the Gold Coast team, the International Coastal Management from Australia, they won the competition.
Great.
Yeah, so that just ended in end of December, basically. Yeah.
And speed bumps are the winning, right? The winning project.
Right. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So the design concept that won is it's a combination of, it's a suite of solutions. So it's a combination of a couple things that they've tried actually on the Gold Coast that are actually implemented over there. So one of those solutions, concepts, is an artificial reef. So it'll be a large artificial reef that'll be installed offshore.
Incredible.
And that reef will probably be made of quarry rock, kind of similar to some of the artificial reefs that we've done in Palos Verdes and in San Clemente. But this reef is specifically designed to lessen erosion on the beach.
Okay.
And then there's also these concepts called headlands, which are just like Dana Point has or Swami's has. They're just artificial, but the same concept applies. We're basically creating like a small pocket beach with these two different headlands, and then an offshore reef offshore that will reduce a little bit of the wave action that hits our shoreline. So with that kind of a small reduction and muting of the processes, it really slows down the amount of sand that likes to leave our beaches. And so that's kind of why they call them speed bumps. It's basically slowing down that transport of sediment off our shore.
Incredible, incredible. So if people want to learn more about Rebeach, about the scientific aspects of what you're doing, where would you like them to visit?
Rebeach.org.
Okay.
That's it was our competition webpage that kind of indicated when we were having public workshops or how, all the different concepts that came through. We'll start to archive all of that and keep it around so that we can still reference those, all those designs. But we're basically going to start using that as a place to talk about what's coming forward next.
Okay, and lots on the horizon.
Yeah.
And we are so lucky to have you here in Oceanside working to keep our beaches safe.
Thank you. Yeah, working very hard at that.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be done.
Thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
We'll be right back.
Located between San Diego and Los Angeles, just minutes from the sunny Pacific coast, MiraCosta College provides students with a world-class education from top-tier faculty in a diverse, inclusive campus atmosphere. Offering certificates and associate's and bachelor's degrees in more than 75 academic subjects, the cutting-edge curriculum prepares students for transferring to a 4-year university or helps them develop the skills needed for success in today's competitive job market. Our student-focused staff offer free support services, including one-on-one tutoring, academic counseling, and health services, all in a vibrant, active student environment where you'll find activities such as cultural celebrations, thought-provoking lectures, live performances, and clubs of all sorts to match your interests. We all have dreams for the future and goals we want to accomplish. Our goal is to help you reach yours.
All right, Dr. Sunny Cooke is here, Superintendent and President of MiraCosta College. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy you're here. I want people to hear all about what MiraCosta is up to, but I want us to go back to the past.
1934.
Humble beginnings.
That's right.
In 1934, 90 years.
Yes, we started in a wing of Oceanside High School, so we were called Oceanside Junior College, and then took on Carlsbad, so Oceanside Carlsbad Junior College, and then eventually took the name MiraCosta because of our location by the coast.
Absolutely. And now in the present, 27,000 students.
That's right. That's right. And
Wow.
we have 4 different campus sites. So
Okay.
2 in Oceanside, 1 in Carlsbad, and 1 in Cardiff, over which we serve. The fastest growing population is our Latinx population. So we're a proud Hispanic serving institution. And then, of course, military supporting. So we have thousands of veterans, active duty, the military, and their families as well that attend MiraCosta.
Yeah, and you have a full range of programs and
We
classes
sure
at the
do.
college.
We've got some 85 different degrees and certificates. We prepare people for transfer. We were just talking about transferring to any university of your choice. And also we offer a bachelor's degree of our own, and that is in biomanufacturing, which is just a really important field for our life sciences and biotech companies here in San Diego.
And it's very rare for a community college to offer bachelor's degrees,
Yes,
correct?
we were one of the original 15 that were chosen through a very competitive process. And when we designed the program, it was the first of its kind in the nation.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So as you move into the future, lots really to look forward to. You've built on some really great foundations.
Yeah, one of the keys for us is equity and access, and then really preparing people for the workforce of the future. And so we have a brand new artificial intelligence degree that is going to start this fall. And that is such a growing field. There are some 10,000 jobs that'll be needed all the way through the next couple of years, and good wages in those jobs. So we're really excited to be able to offer that degree program to our students.
And really serving as a conduit for local students to then get high-paying jobs.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have a bunch of events. We're the oldest, we don't like to say oldest, we're the most mature college in San Diego County. And so we are delighted to offer people opportunities to come to campus and celebrate with us. We'll have athletics, alumni events, and we'll have ribbon cuttings for new buildings. We have some 8 new buildings that are going to go into the Oceanside campus, and lots of modernizations and renovations as well.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that, the incredible capital improvements that are going on your campuses.
Yes, so we're so grateful to our community for supporting Measure MM, and that was about $455 million that we have really invested over 3 of our campus sites, and coming to the conclusion of that now. So lots of excitement and energy at the campuses. So if you haven't been there a while, come and look and celebrate.
You really want people to come by and see the campus and see how much you've grown.
We do, and we've got lots of theater and music performances and dance performances and athletics events and all kinds of building openings that'll be happening. So we're excited to welcome people to campus.
And all in celebration of 90 years.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So if people want to find out more about MiraCosta, what do you recommend?
I would say go to our website, MiraCosta.edu, and all of our events and happenings will be on that main site.
Okay.
You can also find out about classes and new programs that we have, and just explore the college.
All right. Anything else you want to share about MiraCosta before we close up?
We are in this year, we are honoring our past. We are celebrating our successes in the present, and we are so excited about our future. And so we want, to make sure that our community comes with us along for that journey.
And you really are doing such amazing work here in the community. We're all so grateful to have such a wonderful institution here.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We are going to be right back with our next guest.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. And together, we turn great ideas into reality by accessing our networks, our experience, and the best of ourselves to make a difference. Around the world, Rotary brings leaders together to build new friendships and to solve problems. Like in Austria, where generations work side by side to come up with innovative ways to build sustainable housing and community centers. Everyone learning from each other. In India, volunteers run a mobile blood bank to help provide a steady blood supply for their local community. And in Taiwan, people are working hard to get vulnerable citizens the support and services they need. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. in your backyard and around the world. There's power in our connections. Take action with us. Find out more at Rotary.org.
Welcome back. The Oceanside Rotary Club's own Renee Richardson is here. She's currently the secretary, but she served as the organization's first female president in 1994.
That's correct.
That's incredible. Yeah, 30 years ago, you served as the president.
Yes.
And the organization itself is 100 years old.
Will be on April 20th of this year.
Wow. Wow. So that's a pretty great history for the Oceanside Rotary Club.
Absolutely. It's one of the oldest clubs in San Diego County.
Is it really? So tell us a little bit about the Oceanside Rotary Club, kind of the motto, service above self.
Yeah. Rotary International motto is service above self, and all the Rotary clubs do join in honoring that motto. And we are made up of business people in the community of all walks of life that want to do service above self and give back to the community, not only locally, but also internationally.
And they do that in a number of ways.
A number of different ways. We went down with Mercy Housing and built 20 houses in one day in Baja. We support water projects all over the world, and then we do our majority of our work here in the Oceanside community.
Yeah. What makes you so attached to the Rotary Club? You've been doing this for years, and what is it about it?
I love the family of Rotary. We become a family. I love the aspect that we can do service in our community and touch lives. We do a mentorship in Crown Heights, and it's been an 8-year journey. Larry O'Hara and Larry Hatter were the leaders in that, and we spend about $7,000 a year mentoring these children that normally would not get out of that neighborhood, but we take them to Padres games, we take them to museums, we take them to soccer games. They've been out to MiraCosta College, and we just show them that there's a different way of life, and they have actually come back to us and have thanked us immensely for the gift that we have given them.
You do other things in the community too. You work with the mobile laundry, gifts during the holidays.
Brother Benno's Tri-City Pantry we've been working with for 3 years. We give at least 200 to 300 families turkey dinners at Thanksgiving time. We also have just recently had a hygiene project where we participated in getting hygiene products for the sex trafficking survivors, and our district rate probably brought in about $10,000 worth of product, and that was just last month.
Wow. This is all done by volunteers.
All of us are volunteers, yes. No one's paid.
Yeah. And you're having a celebration coming up. Tell us about your celebration.
Saturday, April 20th. It's going to be out at Heritage Park. Yeah. And what we decided is we wanted to share our accomplishments with the community. Yeah. So the event is free. Okay. There will be food vendors selling food. The first 100 people come get a special 100-year backpack. We're going to have jitsu demonstrations going on. We are going to also have cultural dances going on, a live band, and we've invited our partners to set up booths to showcase what they can give back to the community as well. So Brother Benno's, Women's Resource Center, Community Now will all be at the park that day to share in our celebration.
How wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful to celebrate. So if people want to learn more about the Oceanside Rotary Club and join it for 30 years, as you have.
Yes, absolutely. We need a lot of people like that. We have a website, and it's oceansidecarotary.com.
Okay.
And our club meets at the El Camino Country Club on the 2nd, 4th, and 5th Friday. And you can come join us anytime that you want. Just come check us out, see what we do. We'd love to have you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for all that you're doing in the Oceanside community. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We will be right back with our final guest.
what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
You know you don't have to wear your PT gear anymore, right?
It's comfortable.
So how's civilian life treating you?
It's fine.
When I got out, I didn't want to admit that there was anything wrong because it felt like a failure. And then I realized, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So I started talking to someone. Maybe you are fine, but if you're not, it's okay.
Thank you.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
I'm Christy Hawthorne, the director of the Oceanside Historical Society. This beautiful Victorian cottage is recognized all over the world as the Top Gun House. Built in 1888, it was owned by Dr. Henry Graves of Riverside, who built it as a summer residence. And who wouldn't want a vacation rental overlooking the beautiful Pacific Ocean and the pier? What you may not know is that this house is important historically because it is the last folk Victorian oceanfront cottage in Southern California. But in 1985, Paramount Pictures were scouting for a new location for their new blockbuster hit. Who would know but that this house would become famous for starring in the movie Top Gun. It was released in 1986. It made Tom Cruise a box office star. Many remember the iconic scenes of Tom Cruise riding his motorcycle down Pacific Street and knocking on the door to Charlie's house, played by actress Kelly McGillis, and Tom Cruise would be none other than Maverick. And after the filming, the Top Gun house became famous all around the world. It's visited by tourists every year, and everyone wants a picture on the front porch of this iconic Victorian cottage. The Top Gun house original location was just 1 block south. It was lovingly restored and moved to this location in front of the Mission Pacific Hotel, and today it's the home of the High Pie Shop. For more information about the Top Gun House and other historic sites in Oceanside, visit our website at oceansidehistoricalsociety.org. Also, we want to thank our sponsor, Main Street Oceanside.
I want to give a warm hello to Monica Martinez, Managing Director, and Jeanne Schmelzer, Board President with the North County Philanthropy Council. Welcome.
Hi, CJ.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so glad to have you both here. And I want to hear all about your organization. So, Jeanne, if you would start with just sharing a little bit about the mission of the council.
Sure. North County Philanthropy Council is a nonprofit that provides leadership to many people, including our board and our committees. Our mission is to promote philanthropy throughout the community, throughout the region of San Diego. We do that through individuals, nonprofits, corporations, and foundations. And so we want to spread philanthropy throughout the community.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you have an important announcement about the San Diego Gives campaign.
Yes,
share that with us.
We're excited to take on the lead as the conveners for the San Diego Gives campaign this year. We continue our partnership with Impact Q for San Diego Gives University, which provides different educational programming for different levels of nonprofits on creating their fundraising campaign. And we continue also our partnership with United Way for the Day of Service. So San Diego Gives will be on September 5th, and the Day of Service will be on September 6th. And so it's a day that we want to make sure that we highlight and we shower with love our nonprofits for everything they do in the community. The number one need out of the State of Nonprofits from the Nonprofit Institute last year was to promote philanthropy and volunteerism. And so this is why this campaign is so important to us, and making sure that we increase the collaboration between nonprofits, businesses, and foundations. So.
And talking about volunteers, that's really what you're all about. Tell us about the volunteers and how you honor
We have 16 board members this year, and we have 7 committees. And so we want to recruit people from our membership to serve on those committees, both fundraising, our membership, making sure that we are reaching out to our members and that the members are getting the services that they expect from the membership. But we want to encourage volunteerism at all our nonprofits. Each one of the nonprofits have boards, committees, and work towards strengthening their organization. So our organization is about helping them and supporting them.
And you do a yearly event where you really do that in a big way. Yeah, tell us about that event.
This will be our 38th year for the Volunteer Awards celebration. This year will be at the California Center for Performing Arts. And last year we celebrated over 90 individuals. And it's each member organization can actually nominate one of their volunteers to be recognized. And so we have a celebration for them and recognize them. They all get a nice little trophy and are able to invite their nonprofit volunteers to join them in celebration.
Wonderful. And your organization had a really big impact over the last year, didn't they? Bringing people together and with a common focus of philanthropy.
Yeah, last year, like Jeanne shared, we honored 96 volunteers. We had 500 guests attending. We also presented programming, which included luncheons. And one of our first programs was a luncheon with the 3 college presidents in North County on how they're driving equity. And so that's what we're doing, making sure that we all collaborate together and they know about the different resources that are available out there and that we learn from each other's practices. We also brought our mentorship program, and this is going to be the second time that we offer it. We understand that there's a lot of mentorship programs out there, but since a lot of nonprofits don't have a budget for career development, it's hard for them to be sent out to some of these programs. So we wanted to make sure that we had something that was accessible for them and that allow them to have and to really excel in the skills that they currently have, because we know that something that's really important in philanthropy is to have diversity in board and board representation. And so, like Jeanne said, we invite our members to be part of our committee so they can develop that practice, and that way they can be more confident and gain more skill sets that they can apply in other boards for other nonprofits or foundations where decisions are made.
What wonderful work that is.
Yes.
Yeah. So if people want to be one of the individuals that are mentored, get involved in your organization, or support it in some way, how would you like them to find out more about you?
They can visit our website at ncphilanthropy.org, and we also have the email that I'm in charge of. It's info@ncphilanthropy.org. And so there we have on our website the different membership levels. Through the membership, they can get involved in our committees, and they also find out about our different projects like San Diego Gifts, the Volunteer Award Celebration, and our different upcoming events.
So many amazing nonprofits in this community, and you guys are really in there supporting their development. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching this April 2024 edition of Oceanside Spectrum, full of great information shared by wonderful guests. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit koct.org/spectrum to find out details on how your nonprofit can be a part of Spectrum. And stay up to date with all things North County by visiting koct.org. Thanks, and take good care.